Former Arkansas governor and two-time presidential candidate, Governor Mike Huckabee, goes on the record. Governor, good evening. Good to have you here this evening.
Thanks, Martha.
So, it's very interesting because, a couple of weeks ago, before all the changes at the campaign, Donald Trump would be in this same situation. He'd be going after the press. He'd be going after his own party, Paul Ryan, all kinds of people shooting within the tent, as they call it. Big, big difference, very focused, and it's all about Hillary now.
Well, and that's the smart play. I've said for a long time, this is a prize fight. He's like a boxer. And when he goes into the ring, he's only got one person he needs to be punching, and that's Hillary Clinton. She's the opponent. Don't go after the ref. Don't go after the corner man. And for heaven's sakes, don't get out of the ring, go up in the stands and beat up a heckler. And that's what we're seeing Donald Trump do. He's focused on Hillary Clinton, and he needs to be. Look, there's so much. And this AP story that came out over the last 24 hours is just stunning. $156 million donated to the Clinton Foundation by 85 people, all of whom got appointments to go see Hillary at the State Department. Here's my question, Martha. Why is former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich in prison? Why is he in prison? If what he did puts him in prison, where's Hillary? Help me understand that. I mean, it just makes no sense.
Yeah. And he's going after the foundations, the FBI, Congress, the different entities that people count on in this country to keep everybody honest. And it also I keep coming back to this same fact. The Obama administration was very concerned about the Clinton Foundation when they named her Secretary of State. They wanted her to put up firewalls and make sure that those were firm, that there could never be, because in these instances, the appearance of impropriety is what is the problem. Right, Governor?
Well, exactly, Martha. And it's not just an appearance. I mean, there's substantive issues here. When that much money goes into the coffers of a foundation that she has direct input in and, her family is running it, and then it turns out that some of the people, 20 of them gave $1 million apiece, and 40 of them gave at least $100,000. Martha, you don't write a check like that and shell out that kind of money with no expectation. There are just not that many foreign countries, particularly in the Middle East, that make those kind of contributions without an expectation that they will get access and that they will be granted favors, not just an audience, not just having a meeting, but they expect there'll be something in return for shelling that kind of dough.
So is there an impact? The polls, it's really too early to tell, I think, whether or not this tactic over the past 4 or 5 days is sinking in with anybody out there.
Well, I think it will in the course of the debates, and also when paid media becomes very prevalent in the campaign. Let's face it, Donald Trump has not started really any significant paid media. Hillary's been on the air for a long time. Her numbers really haven't moved. I think that's more significant than the fact that this is in a stalemate. Donald Trump's basically been dark on television, while Hillary has spent, over $100 million on television. When he starts countering her in the medium in which she's now sort of acting alone, that's when the dynamic changes. Add the debates to that, and I think we're going to see a big turn. And, when I hear these people say, well, there's no way that Donald Trump will win, I just totally think they're missing something. People in this country are sick and tired of seeing Martha Stewart go to prison for maybe having a conversation, that Blago goes to prison, and Hillary wants to go to the White House instead of the big house. Yeah. And, these big companies that were too big to fail, what is it, Hillary's too big to jail? I mean, that just totally offends most Americans and their sense of what justice and right all mean.
And we know that her interview with the FBI was on a Saturday afternoon. It was fairly short, and there's no record of it. So we don't know what she told them, and we have nothing to put it up against to see whether or not she was telling the truth, because we know that there were untruths that were told in the testimony in front of Congress, inconsistencies at the very least. Governor, thank you. Always good to see you.